Hey folks, my name's Ed Travers. My pronouns are he, him, and his. I'm an Anglican priest serving in the beautiful parish of Christchurch-shelburne that sits on the ancestral and on the unceded territory of the Mi'kmaq people. Now some of you may know I actually decided to take a couple of days off to go into the city and to start my next play. I've been asked to write the Christmas play for one of our local theaters, and I really wanted to get a jump on it, and sometimes I find being away from home helps with that. That being said, Meghan McCain said something. So here I am. What she said was, one of the things she finds great about America, what she thinks makes America great, is that it's a meritocracy. A meritocracy. Something that operates on the premise that your merit raises you into the world, raises you up, or draws you down. Your merit. You can be anything you want if you're willing to work for it. You can do anything you want if you're willing to work for it. Now we can look at a person like Meghan McCain. She's on ABC's The View, and I can honestly say I never heard of her until her father's death. Her father was Senator John McCain. When he died, of course, there was Donald Trump started saying stuff about John McCain. She jumped in. That is the very first time I ever heard of her. She jumped in to defend her now deceased father, and a feud erupted. She ended up becoming a host on The View. There she is now. I don't know what she has actually done in her life that deserves this position. I don't know if she's actually worked towards this place, that she would work towards this place of influence. She's there because she is a financial benefit to the people that make that show. And she's a financial benefit to the people that make that show because we, and by that I mean the societal we value something about her. We value something about her, and we value something about people like her. And because we value that, and whether that's a matter that we have some way of intrinsically or instinctually valuing them for who they are, or we have been told that we should value them, I don't necessarily know. But for whatever reason, society, our cultures, values her and people like her. And therefore, that is the only merit she needed to gain her position as an influencer in our world. There is something about her that we value, that the producers of her show are harnessing to sell back to us. I guess what I'm trying to get at is, she may not be wrong. This may be a meritocracy, but it may be based on our actual values, not on the things that we say we value. We're continuously going on about we value hard work, we value entrepreneurial spirit, we value risk takers. We value those people that are willing to go out into the world and give themselves in order to make something of themselves. We value people who are willing to go out and take a chance and see that chance through. We value people that are inventors, that are innovators. We value people that are producers, that do good and amazing work. That's what we say. We say we value all those things. We say we want to reward people who do all those things. But look around our world. We have innumerable numbers of people doing many, 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 many hundreds of thousands of different jobs that we actually need. People who actually service our needs. And yet, we choose not to deem what they do as merit-worthy. We choose not to value them for what they're actually giving to us. I may have mentioned this before. My daughter, my oldest daughter, when COVID first struck here, when COVID-19 first struck here, she was working at our grocery store. Shelburne only has one grocery store, and she was working there. And I remember being really nervous. Right? She was working there. They hadn't put up all their dividers. They hadn't put up all their protection. They were working on it. They were working on it diligently. Her manager was fantastic. There was no mandatory masks for customers. I believe she was wearing a mask almost from the very beginning. They had people calling out sick, so she was still in high school at the time. She was working extra shifts because some people couldn't make it. She was out of school because school had closed, and there she was. I'm feeling nervous. I'm feeling anxious. She's in there. She's making, I don't know, like $12 an hour, whatever, a little bit more than minimum wage here in Canada. And at first, you started hearing that sentiment. There are frontline workers. They are our frontline workers. They are doing incredible work. They're the ones that we truly need in this moment, and they are doing what we truly need them to do, and so on and so forth. They're still our frontline workers. They're still people that are absolutely essential to us, with or without COVID. But we only value what they offer, despite the fact that they are essential. Without them, we don't get our groceries. We only choose to value them at a particular level, in a particular way. Our societies, our cultures may indeed be meritocracies. My fear is that if they are, our values, our ideals, the things that we have prioritized and that we have deemed to be merit-worthy, they're all askew. They are wildly out of balance. May the Lord bless you. May the Lord keep you. May the Lord's face be made to shine upon you and be gracious to you. May the Lord's countenance be lifted up to you. May you always know the peace of being in the Lord's presence. And I pray that today you and I would reflect on our values, on what it is we deem to be merit-worthy, and that we, in whatever way possible, can realign so that we begin giving credence, that we begin supporting those people, those positions. We're doing those things we actually, truly need and should value. Amen.